Hello everyone, Mason X here. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I create a model to play World of Warcraft with my real-world moves from scratch. To start, of course, you need to have the link already in your Steam library, and if you find it's hard to locate the link, please note it's categorized as a software, so make sure it's checked. And if you are watching this tutorial, I'm assuming you already finished our initial setup tutorial and you have all your microphone, your camera working, and if you click go and say
System activate.
Motion detection.
You can see all these blue lines over your body and they move with you, which means the motion capture is working perfect.
System off.
System off.
And you can also talk to a camera, which means your voice recognition is working great. Now everything's set, we click this button, OK, to create a blank new model. Now this is a model we're gonna use to control this little shaman. If you don't play World of Warcraft, it can also be worked on multiple other games. Okay. First, we're gonna add a bunch of links. Now, link is a basic unit here in the link. It means to link your real-world moves with the in-game character moves. Okay, now let's link the tab key. Let's call it select target. Okay, and we add a pose. Track left arm only. Now, in most scenarios, you want to track both of your arms, but tab key is really frequently used in World of Warcraft, so it's okay to only go with one arm here. Okay, we simply gonna raise our left arm and say
Capture.
Pose captured.
okay, you can see the similarity percentage is here. If I raise my left arm to the capture, to the place I set a capture, it will press the tab key.
Save data.
Saving.
Okay, now let's save it. Have a try.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
You see, that's selected.
System off.
System off.
Okay, now let's add the rest pieces. W, hold, and call it forward. Okay, and WASD, right? A, hold. Simply call it left. Okay, and got hold, and back. Okay, last one, hold, simply right. Okay, we have WASD now. Let's add them one by one. Scroll to walk and jump, add walk, and we just casually walk and say
Capture.
Pose captured.
Save data.
Saving.
okay, you can see here it automatically generated 2 units. The first one is just a pose. We will deal with it later. The second one is a walking figure with 2 numbers. Okay, we're gonna bring down the similarity of the first pose so we don't have to worry about it. And for the second unit, let's try to play with these 2 numbers to show you the effect. First, we bring up the momentum to 70, bring down the sensitivity a little bit, and let's save it, go.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, my walk now linked with the torrent, but if you see I stop, the torrents do keep walking a distance. That is momentum in physics, which means your character will have a certain momentum once you start walking. Okay, because our momentum is set relatively high, so it have a momentum. Now to show you sensitivity, let me walk far from the camera Now I walk, it walk, right? But sometimes I walk, it's no longer that sensitive. You can see it's no longer responding to my walk movement in the camera. Okay, that is basically because our sensitivity is not that high. Okay, I think now you have an idea of what is momentum and sensitivity. Let's try different numbers.
System off.
System off.
Okay, now let's bring down the momentum to a reasonable number and bring up the sensitivity.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, now I stop, it immediately stop, right? Okay, walk, stop. But you can see momentum is not if it's the lower the best, you see? Now when I'm walking, sometimes it stops in the middle air because the momentum is really like too low.
System up.
System off.
Okay, now let's try to bring the momentum up a little bit. You do need to play with these numbers to perfectly synchronize yourself with your in-game character.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, now it seems much better. Okay, it's really responding. Okay, because our sensitivity now is pretty high, you can see. The character do way more responding to my leg movements now. Okay.
System off.
System off.
Okay, if you are new to the software, you do need to play with these two numbers a lot to find the perfect numbers for you to synchronize with your character.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Around 40 is my perfect numbers. This is only a one-time thing. Once you find your match, you don't have to readjust it anymore. It can work in any games. Now the momentum is perfect, and the sensitivity is not that sensitive for me to, mistrigger it a lot.
System off.
System off.
Okay, wait, let's get our torrent to somewhere safe first. I mean, I can actually kill them, but let's save some time for this tutorial. And because we don't have the camera control yet, otherwise I can use my birdie to walk it to safety. Okay, now about this pose. For you to better understand it, it's better we simply change this pose to track only right arm, and for you to see the effect.
Capture.
Pose captured.
Save data.
Saving.
Okay, and we bring up the similarity all the way up to 99%. Save, go, and
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
now you see I'm walking but no longer responding. What's wrong, right? Okay, but if I raise my right arm to 99% similarity, you see, it start working. The walking recognition start work. Okay, if I'm no longer 99%, it stop working. Okay, that's basically how a constraint pose works. This is for you to create effects like if holding my arms here, you can hold Shift and W to split. If I crouch down, you can hold Control and W for sneaking or crouch movement. And the auto-generated default pose, which while you normally walking, is simply a constraint that to make sure if you move around, it won't accidentally trigger the walk.
System off.
System off.
Okay, so a constraint pose and a walking unit with two numbers. You can even delete the constraint pose, it still will work. And after we done everything, we can add this walking widget to your favorite, and we simply name it walk. Okay, now you can add any pose or hitbox or walk to your favorite, right? Let's delete the old one. Then if you want to use, you just pull it out, you just drag it, and it will have all the momentum and sensitivity you have adjusted. And you can even drag a constraint pose, so it will use one of your saved pose to constrain your walk. Okay, save, and let's do A and D, left and right. Okay, for left and right, I want to try something new. Let's scroll to add hitbox and click. It will ask you to draw a square, draw a hitbox with your mouse on this camera window. Because we want to move left, so we're gonna draw a square, draw a hitbox here at the bottom left, and it will ask you to move target body parts in.
Capture.
Pose captured.
We move our left footing.
Save data.
Saving.
Now you can see it's detected my left angle, and if you select the combo box, you will see all the body parts it captured, and I will choose left foot tip. If it's in the hitbox, it will hold A. Okay, we can do something similar with the D button. We will add a hitbox and draw a square, draw a hitbox here somewhere, okay? But I do have it saved because moving left and right are really frequently used. So I can drag it out from my collections, from my favorites, and save it. Okay, now let's have a test. Are we linked?
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
We have left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and we can walk. We can go left and walk, and we can go right and walk. Okay.
System off.
System off.
Okay, as for go back. Now for go back, I also have a pose saved here, which should be named as my right leg step back. Where is it? Right leg step back. Okay, and I drag it here. It have the saved similarity and which body part to track. Okay, now we're done with go back. Let's add a jump before we have another try. Let's simply, the most frequently used maybe space. Okay, jump. Every day is a leg day. We're gonna add a walk and a jump. Jump. Now you simply need to adjust this jump sensitivity. It will automatically detect your jump. Okay. And let's have a try to see if we have all the movements.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, let's jump. We can go left and jump, go right and jump. We can step back, go back, and we can go forward, go left, step back. Okay. And I can go right and step back. Okay. Now we are basically only missing the camera control here. For camera control, I want to do this. It's like raise my left arm and my right arm to control the camera. Like in a sci-fi movie, you control a screen in the middle air. Okay, let's do it.
System off.
System off.
Create a link to link the camera control. Gonna call it camera, of course. And here I also want to drag a pose from my collection, which is basically just my left arm up. Okay, let me double click to show you actually. Okay, you can see 99%. If my left arm do this, it will start do something. Okay, now here we don't want to add any keyboard mouse activity here. We want to click this switch button. This is whisked to cursor for manual and desktop, not what we are looking for. This is for camera and shooting. We want to turn on right hand control, and the modifier is for X and Y sensitivity, You will need to find your own number based on your mouse sensitivity and lots of settings. And here we want to choose hold. It's similar to hold a keyboard key, because we want our left arm in that pose and our right arm hold to be control camera, to active camera control. And for any other game we should be all set, but for World of Warcraft we do need to hold a mouse key to be able to control the camera. And we drag the mouse key up. First right mouse key down, then right hand to control the mouse. Okay. Now let's give it a try to see if we have any problem.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, pretty smooth. You can walk around, play with it. Just imagine there's a screen in front of you and you control it with your right hand. You can see once I raise my left hand, I raise my right hand spontaneously. But for many beginners, the most frequent problem is they raise their left arm too early. And you can see it will causing the camera to facing the sky. Of course, the better suggestion is you play more and get familiar with this way of camera control. But in the link, we do have also another way to help you improve the experience.
System off.
System off.
Now let me introduce you something I didn't mention before, which is stay here. Now this number means how many frames you need to stay in that pose. For example, if we set this to 18, it means I need to raise my left arm up for 18 frames, compared with my frame rate per second, for 18 frames for whatever on the right side to be activate. Okay? Because my camera frame rate is about 40 FPS, so let's set it to 20. It will be like half seconds later, the camera activate.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay. I don't know if you notice the difference. My right hand turn red means the camera is activated. You can see about half seconds after I raise my left arm, my right hand turn red. It will prevent me from accidentally facing the camera to the sky, and also if I wave my left arm during the process, it won't accidentally enter the state of camera control. It is a great way to prevent conflicts of different poses.
System off.
System off.
And you can also try to maybe add a hitbox, right? Once your right hand is inside the hitbox, it will activate the camera. Try all kinds of combinations, find the right one for you to control the camera. The link is a building tool. It gives you tools, give you different blocks you can add for you to create your own model to perfectly use your birthday, control, and in-game character. Okay, for me, I still want a relatively low stay number. Okay, 3. I think 3 or 2 will be great for me. Okay, saved. Now it's finally the time to release some magic. Let's add a lightning bolt. And the lightning bolt is 2, right? 2, press. And actually let's record a new gesture here. Okay, let's do a pose like I'm casting something.
Capture.
Pose captured.
Okay, once it's captured, you want to move around, try to imagine you are combating, and try to remember how the similarity percentage changes.
Save data.
Saving.
Okay, based on our test, I want to set the enter similarity to 95, and we make it a little bit hard to exit. Make the exit similarity 81%, and let's currently put it press once, not holding or not spam the key, try to see the effect. Okay, similarly we want to add the healing wave healing wave. And let's check simply 2 arms. And when torrent healing, they will do something like this. We're gonna skip the raised movement.
Capture.
Pose captured.
Simply just raise our right arm. Okay, let's test it. 99%, 99%.
Save data.
Saving.
Okay, let's make it 19.8. Give some a little bit of space and save. Let's add War Stomp. I don't know if I pronounce correctly. I'm only familiar with the Chinese spell name. Okay, and it's 4. Press 4, and we wanna check both of our arms. I just want
Capture.
Pose captured.
Okay, imagine we're doing War Stomp. Okay, and but I think it might conflict with my look at map gesture. War Stomp, War Stomp.
Save data.
Saving.
We will have a test and try to adjust these things. Play with this number, make it stay for a little bit to not easily miss trigger. Okay. And oh, I do need to change it to only press 4. Okay.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, now we should be able to release magic now. Okay. Oh, good. 1 pose, 1 casting, right? Because we choose casting once. And War Stomp. Perfect. Oh, you do see when I try to heal, accidentally triggered walking, right? Let's try it again. If I move my leg even a little bit, sometimes accidentally it will trigger walking. It's not very often, but it's annoying. Imagine if you are really in a really intense combat and you can't heal yourself, right?
System off.
System off.
Now the link do have a way to completely turn something off while you are doing something else. First, let's do some categorize. Let's create a new page, call it movements. Now it's blank, right? And let's cut all our movement links. Well, not the jump. Let's including the camera because I want to jump to interrupt casting. Okay, just like when we play with keyboard mouse. Now we have copied all the movement links to the movement page, and we can switch to page control. While press 3, we also want while we're healing, we turn off page control and make it hold, just like hold a key, make it temporarily turn off. And we want to turn off page control first, then press 3. So any movement is banned before we press 3, right?
System activate.
And let's add this movement control to all the casting spells. If it's instantaneous spell, you don't have to add. I think War Stomp also need a casting, right? Okay, movement, turn off, hold to make it temporarily, and make it turn off before I press 4.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
And let's see if we have any problem. Okay, you can see, oh, it's not triggering, right? Okay, now it's triggered. Imagine I'm like kiting. Okay, once I cast, it will stop and stop moving and start casting. Okay, if I go right, cast, stop the moving and cast. Let's see if we can create that. Okay, okay, you can see it happen again. Even we stop the moving, but it tells us we can't press the lightning bolt button because we are still moving, right? We didn't stop in time.
System
Okay.
off.
System off.
Okay, now it's for the final piece of our casting, because when we play World of Warcraft, we never press a key only once. We will spam that key, right? So in case it didn't stop the character in time, we will press that key again. Okay?
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay. Even, you see, I'm still walking. Okay, I'm still going left, and whenever I do the lightning bolt, okay, go right. Whenever I do lightning bolt, now it will perfectly stop moving and start casting. Okay, once I'm out of the lightning bolt casting pose, it will start moving right again. So with this, we can create some kind of like kiting effect, and we can still jump to interrupt the casting.
System off.
System off.
Okay, what are we still missing? Well, we still can't loot, and we still don't have the mouse, right? Now first, let's add a way to loot. Here, you want to open the setting, go Option, and make sure Auto Loot is checked here. We also need to use the Interact key, so set it to a key that you normally want to use. Because when you play with keyboard and mouse, you won't use this key in most cases. And we're gonna press the K key. We're gonna call it Interact. It can loot corp, it can talk to NPC, and do multiple things. Now here, I wanna drag out a pose. It's look like this. And let me show you the pose. It's like this, okay? Crossing your arm. Okay. Let's save and give it a try. Face this cop.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay.
Inventory.
Okay, inventory is full, but you do see I am able to pick up cops now, right? Now there too is a downside of this loot with the interact key. You need to be really close to the cop and front facing it for you to be able to pick it.
System off.
System off.
Well, we can improve that by add a mouse movement. Okay, and you want to select mouse move to, and you can see actually when I'm in game there are letter numbers showing where my mouse coordinates are, and now we can move the mouse to a place around my torrent character. You can test and try to find a place around your torrent character, and let's move it in like very fast. Okay, now it will basically move the mouse to the tail section of my torrent, and after that we perform a right click.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, you can see now the mouse move to that area and do a right click.
System off.
System off.
Now if you really want to make things really simple, you can create all kinds of mouse click around your torrent once you do this pose, so it will automatically pick up the loot around you. But I created the link is a way to help you use motion capture to play games. I don't want you to add too much automation, but of course, let's be honest, if you actually want to add automation, there are plenty of other tools out there can help you automate stuff. The link should be considered as a new human input device. All the inputs are from hardware level, and so it's your responsibility to follow every game's guideline and to do mostly just to do enough automation to help you play the game with your real-world moves. Okay, what are we still missing? We're missing open map, right? The M key, and here we're gonna simply call it map because we're gonna open and close the map, right? Okay, here I'm gonna record capture a new pose.
Capture.
Pose captured.
Like reading a book.
Save data.
Saving.
And make it 98, stay a little bit time. Also here, we no longer want to press once or hold M, because when we open the map, we click M once and we click M again to close it, right? So here, we want to choose press again. It can be used for maps, it can be used for character panels or anything similar. Let's try.
System activate.
Motion detection
Okay,
activated.
like reading a book, put it down, read it. Okay, mistrigger the wall stomp. Okay.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
System off.
System off.
Okay, remember what we have learned? We can temporarily turn off. Let's try link control. Turn off the wall stomper. Turn off and hold for temporarily turn off while we activate the map. So it will prevent we accidentally trigger the wall stomp when we hold it, try to open the map. Okay? There's a pig attacking me, right? Which remind me,
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
if we want to turn around, we have to, do the pose and manually control the camera to turn around. But in actual combat, we really need a way to quickly turn ourselves around, right?
System off.
System off.
Okay, now in most games, you can simply add a mouse relative movement to turn the camera around. And you can apply similar thing in World of Warcraft. We change it to right mouse key hold and add a mouse relative movement. And we try to turn into the game, try to see how the numbers change. And let's go with -400 here. And release right mouse button. Okay. Here I wanna drag one of my turn left pose, which is basically my birdie turn left. And let's try.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, you can see, well, at least our camera turned left. Now this will not working on World of Warcraft very well. In World of Warcraft, we have a better way. We go to option and let's find in World of Warcraft you can save different camera angle and turn to that angle. Let's find the key bindings, camera, and you can see we have set view 1 and save view 1. If I press delete key here, it will turn to that saved angle. Okay, now let's turn over the camera, save this angle, then we press delete. You see, it automatically turned to that angle. And what if we want our character also turn to that angle? We're gonna use another key binding, movement, move and steer. If we hold this key for a while, let's see, press delete, then press the home key. It will turn to that direction we saved. If we want to turn more quickly, we can simply double tap delete and press home key. Okay, now we have the key combination. We simply do double tap delete, and we want to hold the home key for a little while for it to walk a certain very little distance. Okay, 003 maybe. So it will turn to that direction. Okay, now we are all done. Let's call it pivot. Pivot. And okay, let's try.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Turn. Oh, very quick. Oh. So now we can quickly turn around and face the enemy.
System off.
System off.
And I also don't want it to move extra distance because my leg kind of twisted, and it sometimes will turn on the forward movement. So let's temporarily turn off all the movements while we pivot.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, now much better. We're facing enemy, we stop, we attack. And my personal favorite is I simply back kick my right leg and the character will turn over. You simply just change the turn pose to another pose, to whatever pose you like to turn over your character.
I need a target.
System off.
System off.
Okay, finally, last piece, we need a mouse control to deal with the mouse movement, to deal with the backpack opening, to deal with the menus. Let's create a new category and try out use the voice command to activate the mouse. Okay, I'm gonna simply call this show me the mouse. And here we want to switch to the last output we haven't used, with to cursor, which has state used for menu and desktop. Now please do note you don't want to use this to control your camera because in most games it didn't support, okay? And we want to check this simple mouse mode. And here you want to adjust the sensitivities of all the clicks, and you need to hold your thumb and pinky finger to exit the simple mouse mode. Now please be noted, in the simple mouse mode, all the other pose detection or voice detection are not working. It's simply just fully running the hand recognition to control your mouse. Okay, we want a voice command here, add voice, show me the mouse.
Show me the mouse.
Show me the mouse detected.
Okay, great. Okay, and
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
okay, let's kill this naughty boy first.
Ready yet.
Okay, interrupt, quick turnover, and the interact will also auto attack, right? Okay, we move forward a bit.
Show me the mouse.
Okay, now we have the mouse, and we can perform left click, and let's to right click. Yeah, right click. We can teleport back, and you can also use this to change the settings in the menu. And let's actually show you something about, for example, when you using your real world pose, you may want to change your camera follow style. For me, it's still never, but some people like some smart camera follow when they are playing with real world movements. And I do need the camera to follow terrain, so I don't have to do the vertical camera
How may
adjustment
I
a
aid
lot.
you?
Now we can use the mouse
Go in
to
peace.
turn in the quest
Farewell.
and choose a quest rewards.
Be careful.
Okay.
Ancestors watch over you.
Okay, and hold my thumb and pinky finger to exit. Now we're back to fully motion capture. Okay,
System off.
System off.
okay, because the mouse function actually used very often when you try to turn in the quest, so I'm gonna simply change it to we are gonna use the pose. We activate interact. So after we do the interact, here is change the logic. You can see change the execute logic. This is the AND logic. This is the OR logic, and we want the execute by order logic. Okay. Now, if we do this pose, it will press the interact key, right? Then we add another pose, which is simply a pose.
Capture.
We will use the mouse.
Save data.
Saving.
Okay, now you can see these two poses will be judged based on their order. And if I stay in this gesture, in this hand gesture, for a while, after I interact with the NPC, it will automatically turn on the mouse.
System activate.
Motion detection activated.
Okay, let's talk to our trainer.
You wish to speak.
See, automatically activate the mouse. Maybe we should add more stay, so when it activated, it won't move your camera. And now we can train our spell.
Ancestors watch over you.
Okay, at last, like I said before, I need to remind you, this mode is not for you to control camera. If you try to control camera, it will work. If you double click, it will also trigger the torrent to, to run, to move. But it's not actually fully supported by most games. Let's see. Let's try to trigger a bug. Okay, you can see now the mouse is blinking there, but if I move the cursor to the blink area, it disappears. This is showing you this function is only used for menus and turning the quest or desktop control, or you can click it on the map.
System off.
System off.
Also, do play with the settings. Try to adjust all the left click, right click threshold for it to work great on your PC. And also, I remember I want to bring the stay here up a little bit. After you created a model, if you are using a phone as a camera, or if your camera moves, sometimes it will affect the performance. So here we can capture, use this function to draw a room sketch.
Capture.
Pose captured.
This will help you to remember the camera position and where you stand when
Save
you build
data.
this model.
Saving.
Okay. Now let's try to reopen it. You can see the sketch is still there. If you move your camera, or if you need your camera for other use, move it, you can use this sketch to reposition your camera. Don't need to be exactly the same place. Just not make like too far away. Okay. This room sketch is for you to remember the camera position when you build a model. Also, with each download of the Link software, you will have a preloaded tutorial model, which is what I have built here. What tutorial? Auto update. You double click and you can disable and enable some pages. Try to simply enable really few controls and replace my picture with your poses. So it's a very quick way for you to get started with a certain game.
Activated.
Okay, that is all for today's tutorial. Let me see you in another game's tutorial.